Well, Greylocks, you sure tucked away that beast of there.
What the golly blasting devils are you doing, men? What plague? An unfortunate turn of events, that's all. Get back to chiseling. If we don't deliver that head on time, the infestor will twist my plums off.
Is that what you'll tell Emil's widow? That a cow crushed him and it was an accident? This, sir, is a grave matter. It requires a specialist, some mage or warlock.
What happened here?
Look! It's that witcher who's come to town. Maybe he can do something. An exorcism or the like. We should ask how much coin he'll want.
Saw your notice. Got a problem with a cow? Fear a plague, is that it?
Yes, indeed. And a horrid one at that. We've irked the gods something true, we have. In Zeracania, they've sent a plague of locusts, then of frogs. With us, they skipped right to raining cows down on us.
Enough! Enough! No need to so panic. Come, Master Witcher, I shall divulge to you the matter at hand. Yes, an unfortunate matter indeed. To be crushed by a cow. A true shame, Emil. He was a good worker. I told them at once there had to be a simple explanation. But that lot, no. Right away they started in screaming, "Plague!" Demanding higher wages for hardship, poor working conditions, you see? They'll ruin me, the blotters.
My job is to figure out why a cow fell from the sky. That it?
That too. The thing is, since none bothered to clear the cow corpse, some filths overrun the other pit. We fear to venture there.
Not surprised. Cow, where'd it come from? What kind was it?
Why, the ordinary spotted kind. Nothing unusual. Its corpse rots in the other pit, sends out its stench, and Emil lies right beneath it. Will you tend to the matter, take on the contract?
What exactly is going on here?
Construction of a statue of the prophet Lepiota. We're carving it. Not all at once, that is, but piece by piece. A pious infestus revived the project after years of neglect. He's engaged all nearby quarries in its completion. And we would be on schedule were it not for the incident. Please, Master, will you look into it?
Need to know more about this accident. Anyone actually see what happened?
No, but sounds there were. Osterv had just gone to see how Emil was getting along when suddenly we heard an ear-botching boom. Moments later, something smashed into one of the cranes.
Doubt it was the cow that hit the crane.
Probably true. At any rate, come morn we ventured out to sea, but the vermin drove us off. With that, all work came to a halt. Has remained so since. Master, tarry no longer, please. Will you take on the matter?
Need to talk about my reward before I decide.
Time for a good hackle. So how much would you take? Fine. But that is the sum total, no bonuses or gratuities on top. Understood?
Fine, I'll look into it. Might be a botched portal, but I doubt it.
Lapiota reward you with progeny aplenty. I shall keep an eye out for your return.
With the beast beat down, the bells should be particularly eager to please.
Must be Emil. Workers mentioned him. Poor guy, unlucky as all hell. Right, now where do I start? Crushed by something heavy. Skull base is cracked. Fresh tooth marks. Necrophages. But they got to him after his death. Won't learn anything else from the body. Tissues crushed in places. Must have fallen from quite a height. Got sliced open. Not much blood, so it happened after death. Heart had already stopped pumping. Tooth marks. Small ones, though. So necrophages left him clearly. Sure sniffed out their feast fast. Deep claw wounds. Spread between talons indicates a draconid. A wyvern, probably. But these wounds weren't the cause of death. Got it. All clear now. Cow died when it fell from a great height. Draconid must have dropped it. A youngster probably trying to get the cow back to its nest, but it proved too heavy. Emil's bad luck to be standing right underneath. And then there's the crane. Blood. Draconid must have hit it pretty hard. Dropped the cow, then probably tried to steady its flight. Got hurt in the process. Good. Should be simple to track down. Traces of Draconid blood. Barely perceptible. I'm on the right track. Started bleeding heavily. Wound was more serious than I thought, looks like.
Hey, Tony Champion! The bells must give you one hefty reduction.
Oh!
Smells like sour mash. It must have attacked the local distillery. Bastard. Landed on the roof of the distillery. Raised a ruckus, made a mess, then moved on. Damn it. Half-eaten body with scorch marks? Definitely not a wyvern. Slizzard. Gotta be. They breathe fire. Paw prints. Crawled through here. Clearly too tired to fly. Was in a bad way. Barely crawling. Second Draconid landed here. A larger one. Waited for the smaller one to heal. Then they flew off together. Should be easy to track. Smaller one was still bleeding, luckily. Flew off together. Probably bound for their nest. Trail ends here. Been up here already. Might want to take a look, just to be sure. Had it right. Slizzard stole the cows. Well, killed them already. Maybe now I can get someone to pay me for it. Good thing I incinerated those eggs back there. Now to collect my reward. Come on, Roach.
Ooh!
If the beast beat down, the bells should be particularly eager to please.
Well, have you learned how that cow came to fly?
Yeah, you can get back to work. And it wasn't a plague of falling cows.
Did I not say so from the start? A weight off my chest. So what was behind the animal's plummet?
Young Slizzard flying over the quarry dropped it. Was trying to get it back to its nest. Food for its mother and siblings. Probably heard the last of the beasts. Burned the nest, eggs, everything.
A praiseworthy precaution, but as I said, I can only pay you what we agreed. I simply haven't any more. Here, take this. And I thank you, Master. All cleared up now, right? No gods, no plague, just the dragon, but it's gone too. We're to pay Emil's widow compensation, and that will be that. So, why do you still stand there and wait, men? Back to work! Chop, chop!
And I've a notion suspicious workings are still afoot. What became of the builders who were to put the statue together? They were due 3 days back, yet there's still no sign of them at our daysto.
They were crushed too, I'm certain of it. Or eaten, or locusts got them, like in Zerikania.
What's this rubbish you spout now? The architect wrote they would arrive a week late with a large shipment of marble from Metana for the prophet's beard. So stop flapping your yaps and get to work. Allow me to walk you away, Master. Truth be told, I lied. But I cannot have them panic again. The workers he mentioned, they've indeed vanished. Come see me later. I shall divulge to you the details. So, Master, the workers who vanished. How goes the search?
They vanished? What's that mean?
Just that. Along with ample supplies. I had placed an order. More than a dozen wagons reached the building site, yet 5 were lost along the way. Tools, food, building materials, and, first and foremost, the specialists we need. The chief architect included. I wrote to the architect to say the quarry awaits. He should send new plans. But the foreman said the architect was here, at Ardaizo. And this means...
He's missing too. Got it. I'll look around, see what I can learn.
Master, I know not how to thank you, but I beg you to hurry. We shall simply not finish without those 5 wagons.
Boy, is my barney ready to play. Ah! Drink! Give me a drink!
Told him, I say, don't enter the wood.
Why did he want it anyway?
Blackberries. Wanted to pick some.
No. He went looking for death.
See you bad vapors on the continent.
Grand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe.
Last night was
The spirit! He warns us again! Arnold's dead. This is...
We've offended Sven. The woodland spirit seeks revenge. This here is him saying we've strayed from the old paths.
Offended him? The monster's killed 5 already. He doesn't give a rat's arse about paths or tracks or me or you. He's a ploughing beast from the ploughing forest.
Split his ribcage. A strong one, this spirit of yours.
That's so. And who might you be?
Geralt. I'm a witcher.
A killer for hire. What do you seek here?
Saw your notice.
What notice? This village is home to decent folk only. You won't find any work here.
Sure about that? Beast that did this, it's aggressive and incredibly strong. I can help you, for a price.
I like this man. Ply your trade, Witcher. I believe we will agree terms.
Who or what is this woodland spirit?
Tell you what, it's not any of your concern.
It's a common beast. Murders any man who ventures into its territory.
Exhaustive as descriptions go. What does this spirit look like? Anyone seen it for themselves?
No man alive has.
Great. Really helpful, all of you. Birds pecked apart his entrails. And here, tooth marks. A large dog, a wolf maybe. This the way it always kills?
Only cowards. True warriors. Men with the hearts of predators. The spirit grants them an honorable death.
You said the creature wants revenge. Why? For what?
Our forefathers hunted with spear and knife. This pleased the woodland spirit. He let us live in peace. We never knew hunger.
He killed back then too. He's always killed. How many lads died trying to become hunters? Now, since our hunters died in the war, the beast turned even more bloodthirsty.
We are uncreate. What others buy with gold, we buy with our lifeblood.
We are slaves to fear spread by blind fools like you. These woods are ours. High time we put an end to this beast.
I've heard enough. You've got a monster problem, that's clear. Just not sure you want it solved.
Oh, we do. Come see me. We'll figure us a fair price for the beast's head.
Our little talk while I looked over the corpse? Not nearly enough. Need to look around, figure out what I'm up against.
Be not rash, killer. It's not too late to bring back the old ways.
I'll decide what to do. But start collecting coin, just in case.
Oh, swords on his back. What'll they think of next?
What's that supposed to mean?
Let our Kalmar be your
Can you swing an axe?
Got a trail to follow. Wonder where it leads. Thin and deep cuts, cut him like a razor. Smashed bones. That takes strength. No point in trying to parry its blows. Sharpened its claws, or just marked off its territory. A Leshen. Male. Very old. Damn it. Probably marked one of the villagers. Didn't have many friends, did he?
Folk aren't willing to look at this kind of death today. But in the past, I remember, I was just a lad. Lugos Hairlip led a raid on our village. Found nothing but silence and fog. I could barely make out my pa and my uncles lying in wait behind the trees. I remember how they hunted down one warrior after another, and once they surrounded Hairlip himself, well, I believe he'd rather have faced the woodland spirit.
Your spirit is a very old Leshen. He's dangerous, but I should be able to deal with him.
Rid us of him. Yet he's what made us invincible. Turned us into great warriors.
Maybe I wasn't clear. The woodland spirit is a monster. Cut with the sword, he'll bleed and die. Like you, like me.
He's much more. Thanks to him, the woods teem with game, and our women bear strong babes. The power of the woodland spirit makes us the best hunters in the Isles. True, not every lad who sets out to be a hunter survives the sacred ritual, but aren't witchers made at similar cost?
Back by the tree, you said you know another way to stop the Leshen.
We must return to the old path, restore the old ways, roam the woods with knife and spear, fight on even terms and prove our valor. That would please him. Our ancestors placed the Covenant Stone in the woods, laid sacrifices of prized game on it, and thus made a pact, do as they did. Go south along the brook, submit to the trial by burning a sacrifice of wolves' hearts on the sacred spot.
Haven't decided what to do yet.
Try to kill the woodland spirit, and you'll bring his wrath upon us all.
Gotta give this some thought. So long.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes no rest.
You all dressed up for me, Hildy?
Maybe for you. Maybe for another. Come over later. I might be home.
You've no respect for our customs. Not ye, nor that witch Yennefer.
Went to look at the tracks in the woods. Spirit sure knows how to make an impression on intruders.
Told you. He likes killing.
Almost certain we're dealing with an old Leshen.
An ordinary beast, then. Just as I said.
Not so ordinary. Monster like that's a serious threat to the village. And to me, if you decide to hire me.
Oh, don't you fret. We'll have the gold.
Just one small problem. The Leshen's marked one of you. As long as that individual lives near its domain, the beast can't be killed. Not completely. Sooner or later, it'll be reborn.
Must be one of the elders. Harold! I'm sure of it. You heard him.
Words aren't enough. Gotta find the mark my way.
Folk won't believe you. They'd never listen to an outsider accusing one of their own. But you find the marked one, and I'll handle the rest.
Gotta use my senses. Find the one marked by the woodland spirit.
May your axe never crumble.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes
Sven,
no
visit today?
rest.
Bet you won't stop
I've seen
pestering
him
me
looking
with this
at you.
confounded
Pull that
cough.
one in, Hilda. Don't let him get away.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes.
I bet you won't stop pestering me with this confounded cough.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes no rest. I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes.
The Leshen accepted my offering,
I saw the smoke rise and crows dance in the sky. Everything will return to the old ways.
You'll see in a few days. I've done my part.
Expecting coin, eh? Don't fret. I've got your gold. Take it. You've earned every last bit.
You do know young boys will continue to die at the Covenant Stone trying to become hunters. The killing will never end.
I've not paid you to lecture me. You've done your job. It's time you left.
Well, well, Harold. Paying the witcher behind our backs to sod off and let the monster live!
We finished off the other elders. Just one left.
Death's but another stage in the cycle. I embrace it.
Begone, witcher, and you can keep your coin.
Think murder will change something?
You've done your part. Got your coin. What are you waiting for? No monsters left around here.
I won't let you kill him.
The Witcher first! Get him!
Back off! I'll kill him! He won't last! Harder! Back off! You're dead! For now!
You've come a long way.
You look unwell.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes
I
no
shan't
rest.
parley with you. Don't you think our foes would be just because you killed a giant?
big slayer of beasts and monsters.
Watch your strut. We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our
The Leshen's chosen the girl. Damn it.
Hey there.
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our
Stop
foes
pestering me with this
no
cow!
This is a terrible crossway.
Friends
You
we
and the
show heart,
sorceress both.
foes we show our axe.
Best blade's not worth shite if a weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Foreigner, what's your step?
The giant's one thing, but what about the black ones and
evil
unthing?
wherever I find it.
We serve
and
her
grant
who
our
is
foes
virgin,
no
mother, and
rest.
crone.
Beg you, Margaret, stop pestering me with this confounded...
Hey there. I could have married a continental man.
Will you keep loitering, bothering folk?
I shall name evil wherever I find it, and grant our foes no rest.
You've no respect for her.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
If you want me to kill the Leshen, you gotta get rid of the marked one.
Do you hear the Witcher, people? If we want to live, we gotta slaughter the elders. No mercy!
The Leshen's marked Hilda.
Hildy?
Kill the witch.
Hilda? But she's one of us.
No mercy, Sven. We all heard you.
Take her.
Thought you liked the girl.
I did what I had to do. Your turn.
That's
They
nice.
smear your ass.
So, find out who's mates with the beast?
It's not intentional. The marked individual has no idea.
You don't know the elders like I do. Every last one of them codgers would surrender his mother to please the monster. And no point in mincing words. Said yourself, the monster's helper must die first.
No one needs to die. The marked one should leave the village, that's enough. If they never return, the Leshen will never be reborn.
Did you hear what the Witcher said? We've but to banish the elders to have peace for all time.
It's not one of the elders.
Who then?
The woman you were talking to.
We must banish her. Said so yourself.
But she's one of us. For the good of the village, Sven. Drive her out. Make sure she knows she's not to return. Ever.
Not going with her? Funny. Thought you cared for her.
Tend to your own affairs and leave me to mine. I did what I had to do. Now it's your turn.
Leshen's territory begins here. Need to destroy all the totems before I find the beast.
You sure fucking show that ice?
Hey! Hey! Look at this. Told you the Witcher had solved this.
What happened?
You rid us of the beast. We rid ourselves of its accomplices. Don't worry. Our agreement stands. I earned your coin, you did.
Nothing's changed. Leshin's gone, true, but a murderer still haunts the village.
Your work is done, Witcher. You've done your part, and I've done mine.
Think the village will go along with this?
Folk will calm down, realize the guilty needed to be punished. Do you hear? Fear will not rule my village. There will be no more killings. Go to your homes. And you, Witcher, on your way. No more monsters left around here.
Respect, Witcher. May your ox never crumble. No Nordling will ever down the aisle.
I'm a simple chap.
This is
See, Witcher.
Some go bold, others go brave. Beware the bandits that lurk in the highlands.
What are you looking
Oh!
Let it go.
Hey.
Something I've always wondered. What'll you Witchers
May
do
your
once
ox
there
never
are no
crumble.
basilisks, leshens, or giants around? Eh?
Well, well, well.
Respect, Witcher.
Some go bold, others go brave.
Watch yourself, white hair.
I'm born in a village up the way. He's got 2 heads, 6 legs. Just the one clinker. There's truth to it.
Tell the yard.
Nice job.
He's in charge. So what is she to you? The sorceress.
That's it, Roach. Hey there. Come on.
Slow now. Whoa.
Hey! Hey! Look at this.
What happened?
You rid us. Don't worry.
Nothing's changed.
Your work is done.
Think the village will go along with this?
Folk will calm down. Realize the guilty needed to be punished. Do you hear? Fear will not rule my village. And you, Witcher, on your way.
I'm a simple chap. Seek no trouble.
You've no respect for our custom.
Respect,
Not
Witcher.
you, nor that witch, Yennefer.
If only Sven could be a hero like that.
Something I've always wondered. What do you... do once there are... Basilisks, lashings, or giants around.
Hey! Maybe he's looking to get tired on the ship.
What is it you wish?
I've sweat dripping down my bum furrow. Why are you here, Witcher?
Any tidings?
None yet. Rest assured, though, it'll all work out. Ugly bastard.
Any tidings?
All taken care of. Went inside and cleaned up.
Thank the gods. And you too, of course.
Wine trade. Been at it for a while?
Not terribly long, to be candid. I apprenticed to be an alchemist, but proportions were never my strong suit. So I took to trading in wines. More pleasant, I must say. One drinks on the job and no one ever complains.
Makes sense. And the world's always a bit more bearable on a buzz. Time I got back on the path. So long.
I do what they paid me to do. That's it.
I just need to pour without tasting it first.
I swear on my honor, I shall smash the plunderers, scatter them to the winds, and drive them from our duchy!
Oh, here he comes! A hero! Geralt the Rib!
Oh, Witcher, greetings. Kind of you to come. Matilda and I, we've a surprise for you.
You two seem to be getting along.
We are. There came a point we realized we had no grounds to quarrel. Things became altogether pleasant.
And a bit spicy.
Romantic. Quite.
Got it. Needn't say more. Glad things are going well for you. What's the surprise? Some new monster I need to kill?
No, something far more pleasant.
We've produced a wine. According to the best sommeliers, it might just dethrone Est.
We owe this success to you. So, if you'd agree...
We'd like to name it after you.
What shall we call it?
Why not White Wolf?
Wild, with character. It fits perfectly.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like to send a few bottles to your home every so often.
I'd be honored. Thanks.
No, we thank you. Take care, Witcher.
I heard you defeated Philibert Fourfinger's hands. Respect.
The book of lust is hard and good. No one can break the dam.
I swear on my honor, I shall smash the
Do
plunderers.
you know the colours
scatter them
I
to
would
the
see
winds,
on the
and
Duchy's
drive them
banners?
from our
Red, white,
Witcher or not, you've still to bust your bum.
Appearances deceive, Witcher.
Run, Roach.
Greetings.
Ow! Do you like it here?
The Witcher, Geralt of Rivia, awarded the Vitis Vinifera medal for slaying the horrid beast of Beauclair. Count Borgis de Salfares cordially invites all to attend a lecture regarding the extinction of rare species and the dangers this represents to the natural order. Admittance free of charge.
To be honest, every last man Jacques in these parts has but one opinion.
Work doth one know.
Scars. Games.
You best behave. You're in Beauclair's.
Patrolling on an empty stomach. Dreadful. I never knew vampire exterminations could be so hard. I've worked up quite the appetite.
What is it?
This tourney. Quite a dose of pomp and circumstance.
We cherish this tradition. My great-grandmama Adela Marta elevated it to its current status. For the longest time, she could not decide whom to wed. Meanwhile, her suitors, and there were swarms, often duelled one another. In their contests, Ademarta saw an altogether comfortable way of picking the prime apple from the bushel of potential husbands, determining who had what she valued most in men: strength, valor, and cunning. Thus, she commanded them to take part in tourneys, though in the end she chose none of them, and wed instead the youngest son of Nilfgaard's reigning emperor, whom she met on a journey south.
But Beauclair's inhabitants had begun to enjoy the night's sparring.
Very much so. And not only they. The year after, knights from far and wide gathered to face one another for sport and glory. And so it has remained. Though the price has changed. The Duchess's hand and half the duchy are no longer in the offing. Still, Beauclair's tourneys are famed the world over. Of that we are rather proud.
Thanks for sparing the time, Your Grace.
Duty calls.
You got it.
I understand. Understand and approve.
Welcome to the capital of Toussaint.
See you, but wouldn't want to be you.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh! You have no need for a servant, perchance?
Long live Duchess Anna Henrietta!
Did vampires attack the towns? That's what the dream.
Long live Geralt of Rivia! Long live the Duchessa!
The blacksmith's wife. She's always showing off their costlies. Yet I hear they bought it all with loans from Cienfanel.
What exactly do you do here?
You'd best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair, see?
A witcher?
I would hate to come off as impertinent, but was it not? On the tourney, Sir Greylock?
The Duchess's champion.
Behold, the man of hate!
Drink and be merry.
Smashing work, Witcher. Take down the beast.
survivor's hut. Need to find the spot where they died.